What's the deal, you? What's the deal, you guys? What's the deal? This be your boy Scotty by Nature TV, and we're here for a brand new review of the Real Housewives of Atlanta, season 17, episode 2. What is going on, you guys? I hope you guys are having a wonderful, wonderful Sunday, and I intend on doing the exact same thing, you guys. What is going on? Okay, what's the tea? What is the deal, you guys? We are here, and there's already 63 of y'all up in here, so we already know we in for a good damn time today. Okay, so listen, I'm sorry that I was a little bit late. I'm sorry. You know, I've been trying to be on time for all my lives, but 5 minutes late ain't too bad. But I'm sorry, y'all. I was too busy being nosy. So that's why I was a little bit late. But we're in the building, you guys. What is going on right now? So thank you guys for tuning in, first of all. And I just want to say, I don't know. This is just on my mind and on my heart and things like that. But I want you guys to know that I really do appreciate you guys for all of the support that you guys bring to me and that you give me. I don't feel like I say it enough, but I really do appreciate my Scotty gang. Y'all have really shown yourselves to be hella supportive, especially over the last year. Y'all have supported me in all of my endeavors. Y'all purchased my book. Y'all watched the reality show that I was on. When I had to come to blows with a motherfucker verbally, y'all was in the comments going in for me. And I really do appreciate that because I've been on this shit for 16 years. And I know that I know my supporters were not always that loud as other people's supporters are. But over this last year, y'all have been loud. And I definitely appreciate you guys for being loud. Absolutely. I really appreciate that. I love that for me. And I love that for us. So shout out to you guys. It's a lot going on right now. I have another book that's in the works. I'm being honored at the Starlight Awards. I'm nominated at the Boss Babe Awards this year again. Me and Josiah got a podcast coming out later this year. I'm about to start on season 2 of the Scene ATL. We were just talking about it last night. It's a whole lot going on this year, but I'm gonna do what it do. Make sure my shit is on point like I always do. And we're gonna be good, okay? We're definitely going to be good, absolutely. So you know, it is what it is, y'all. You know, it's good. But what's going on with you guys up in here though? Because everybody's in here already. Like everybody's in here already. Just about it's already 100 of y'all up in here. So y'all must have been ready to see what I got to say about tonight's episode. And I'm ready to give you guys all that I got. Like I'm ready to give it to you guys. Like I'm ready to talk about it. Like I'm ready to do it all because I enjoy reviewing the Real Housewives of Atlanta. That's probably my favorite show to review at this point is Real Housewives of Atlanta. Like I really do enjoy it. You feel what I'm saying? So you know, let me see where we at right now. So we're at the 4-minute mark. My moderators are in here. We got Catherine, we got Payne, we got Parker Boy, we got Norris and Kendra. And I need for you guys to make sure that the people are liking this video. Not only should they be liking this video, but they should be lighting this chat up with nothing but flames. So make sure you guys do that real quick, okay? Let's see. Go ahead and light it up real quick. Go ahead and oh, y'all lighting it up for real tonight. Y'all ready for my commentary? That's what we're here to do, is give you guys a little bit of commentary. We got 9 more seconds. Light this chat up, y'all. And I got this heater running, so if it's too loud, let me know and I'll turn it off. Alrighty then. So we're at 5 minutes. So let's go ahead and get into the get down, y'all. Let's talk about Real Housewives of Atlanta. I got my notes ready. Hold on. So here we go. Now, we open it up. I don't know where Shamia and Pinky was. I wanted to say it was a sauna, but they was talking about the shit was 40-some degrees. So if it's 40-some degrees, that shit is not no motherfucking sauna, okay? I don't know what the fuck that was, but they was somewhere, okay? And they're both goofy as fuck. And listen, I like Pinky and I like Shamia. So they're both corny. They're both, you know, loud and shit. But I guess it works for them, I guess. That's probably why they get to be tight, as peanut butter and jelly later on in the season. But yeah, that was a quick scene. And then, Drew said that she's having a movie premiere. She did a movie with Claudia Jordan, and she doesn't know who she's gonna invite, but she wants everybody to be there. Well, she wants certain people to be there, but she don't know who she's going to invite. And not only that, she said that those divorce fees are adding up and she needs the money. At least a motherfucker is very goddamn honest about where they stand financially. You doing them Tubi movies, you doing them Lifetime movies, you putting out that music because you need the coins, because you don't have that much money, and you're trying to pay for your legal fees and all that other stuff, especially with every damn thing else that you got going on. Based off of what they said on the news, child, yeah, you got a lot going on, child. Rap is coming for you, honey. He is coming for you. You got to get the fuck out the house. But we'll talk more about that on Yes for the Mess. Hopefully we get to do one tomorrow. But yeah, Drew is getting ready for this movie premiere, and I think it's like a horror film or some shit like that. And I don't really like horror films. I don't like that shit. It's not good to me. I don't really like that. But getting off of Drew, we're gonna go ahead and get into Phaedra. Now, Phaedra got Aiden driving. Now, let's be clear. Y'all know I don't fuck with Phaedra. I think that Phaedra is a liar. I just really feel like, she's not it at all. I think she's completely overrated, and I just don't like her. However, though, when it all boils down to that, it's just crazy to see us looking at Aiden driving, looking at him being, doing big boy things. Like, he's really a big boy now. Like, he's a teenager. We saw Aiden when he was in his mama's stomach and she was taking them damn pictures with kosher pickles in her mouth. That is how long we've known Aiden. And I must say that Aiden is like, I think it's always great because these shows have been on for so damn long, and we don't realize how long they've really been on. But Housewives of Atlanta has been on for 18 years. So you mean to tell me that I've been watching the Real Housewives of Atlanta since I was 19 years old, and I'm almost 40? That is a long time ago. A very long time ago since that show came out. Like, literally, a bitch was 19 the first season of The Real Housewives of Atlanta. And here we are in the 17th season, and a bitch just turned 37. That is a long goddamn time ago. So for us to be watching Aiden driving, it's so crazy because time really flies. I was like 21 years old that season of Housewives of Atlanta when Phaedra came into the fold and was lying about a due date. You feel what I'm saying? I was only 21. I was just stepping into adulthood then. I was just starting my YouTube channel then. And the bitch is almost 40. Ain't that something? And the bitch don't look a day over 20, honey. Okay? Period. But yes, I think and then we went back to when he first started kindergarten and how, he was, she said he was always going to be her baby and all of those different things. So the best thing about Phaedra is her kids. Anything else outside of Phaedra and her kids, I don't care nothing about. Okay? So let's continue on with the episode. So we're going to get into K. Michelle, Portia, and Kelly. They all meet up, right? And Portia tells Kelly that Portia says that she wants to be cool with Kelly. It's been a lot of stuff going on. There's been a lot of tea being spilled amongst the two, and they keep on going back and forth. It's kind of like they're oil and water, or oil and vinegar, basically. They just don't really mix like that, and it's kind of hard to figure out why they don't mix like that. But they don't mix like that. That's all we do know, is that they don't really fucking mix like that. And it's been like that from the moment Kelly set her garden gnome looking ass on that couch and looked at Portia in her face and asked her, why did you take that woman's husband? Although we wanted somebody to ask her that. Now, we definitely wanted somebody to ask her that shit. But at the end of it all, though, honey, who are you to be asking her anything? Why would you be the one? You know what I mean? But I wasn't mad at her for asking. You feel what I'm saying? Kelly says that she, too, wants to build a friendship with Portia. They just got to get over the hurdle. So they started talking about Black. And, K. Michelle said that Black was in her DMs, basically telling her how pretty she was, and all that other stuff, and how they don't understand why Drew was on the phone with Black the entire time. And so that's when they started saying, well, Drew said that Black isn't her man. Black is a friend of hers. And so K. Michelle said, so that means he's single then, he could do whatever he wants to do. And so Kelly was like, well, at this moment, I want to be courted. Like, I want somebody to ask me out on a date. I want to be talked to on the phone. I want somebody to take me out to dinner. Like, I want to be courted. And there's absolutely nothing wrong with that. You know, Kelly just got out of a marriage. She's been with this man for a long period of time, got these kids. She's single now. She wants that male companionship and she wants that attention. And there's absolutely nothing wrong with that. A lot of women want that shit. You feel what I'm saying? A lot of women want that shit any motherfucking way. You feel what I'm saying? A lot of them do. So you know, to me, it's like, you know, I get her. Because during the time where I was going through my phase of being by myself and all that other shit, I was the same damn way. Like, I wanted to be courted. I wanted some companionship. I wanted this. I wanted that. So for me, I get where she's coming from with that. You know, when you've been single for a while now and you've been kind of lonely, you're just looking for somebody to talk to, love you, someone that can hold you. Is that you? You know, you looking for somebody who can call boo. Like, that's what you're looking for. And ain't no wrong with you looking for that. You feel what I'm saying? So I get it. You know, I get Kelly all the way. Like, I understand. So they was asking for tea. And K. Michelle said, well, y'all don't know the kind of tea I got. I got me some whiskey tea. And apparently a couple of seconds ago, when she was drinking that tea, she asked for something strong. Not something strong, but something strong. You feel what I'm saying? She asked him for something strong, and he gave her that little bit of whiskey. And Kelly and Portia is laughing their ass off due to the fact that they didn't even know that she was over here getting her some whiskey put up in her tea. And to be honest, that's the type of shit I would have did. I said, put some strong shit up in here. Like, this shit is not good enough for me. It's too weak. Put some strong shit up in here, and that's good. You feel what I'm saying? Anyway, anyhow, right? So, K. Michelle says that she's performing for Reese. I forget her last name, but she's a black country singer who's doing it for all the African-American country people. And this is a very exciting moment for her. And she's very much so happy about that. I don't care what nobody got to say. I love hearing K. Michelle talking about her country music. That lady been trying to do country music for the last 10 years, and she's finally getting that moment to do it. And she's using this show to roll that shit out. So I don't give a damn about her talking about her country music. Let her talk about it. Because when you're on a reality show, that's literally what you're supposed to do. You're on there to promote yourself. You're there to promote a product. You're there to do what you need to do. And for me, when it comes down to it, that's the reason why I even did a reality show. Because I was putting out my book and all that other stuff. And I wanted other eyes that don't watch me or don't even know me to purchase my book. Now, was the reality show as big as Chasing Atlanta was? Absolutely not. It was a fraction of that. But somebody watched it and somebody has been purchasing my book while the show was airing, okay? Like, they were purchasing the motherfucker while it was airing. So to me, it's like, you know, I saw the checks. The checks was pretty steep. So I was getting what I was supposed to get. But at the end of it all, though, that's what you're supposed to do on a reality show, is promote yourself and what you got going on. So for anybody to be upset with her or be irritated by, you know, Kay doing that, nah, I don't understand why. We like, that's a part of their lives. So Portia and Kelly both say that they want to get to know each other, and Portia feels like once Kelly got close to Shamia, that's when Kelly started being a little bit toxic with her once she started getting close to Shamia. Now, I can honestly say that I do kind of agree with Portia on that. I feel like Portia and Kelly had an issue from the jump, from the moment she asked her about fucking somebody's husband or whatever. But I think that the closer she got to Shamia, the more she started coming for Portia. And y'all know I'm not no Portia stan in the least bit. I'm not a Portia fan in the least bit, but I gotta be real. Kelly did kind of make that shit more than what it was. Like, she kind of did put a damper on she and Portia's relationship. And she is pretty much the reason why they don't really have one, because she was kind of going in and going off and going crazy when it came down to Shamia and Portia's situation. And I personally feel as though Kelly did the most with that. Just like Shamia was Portia's lap dog, Kelly wanted to be Shamia's lap dog. So yeah, she was kind of involving herself in Shamia's issues with Portia. And I just felt like everybody on the show kind of involved themselves in it. Even Angela, like, seriously, she did it too. And we're going to get into that in just a second. Hold on. Hold on, y'all. I'm sorry. Okay, I'm sorry, y'all. That was Bando text me. I'm sorry. Um, but yeah, so she did kind of fuck that up. You know what I mean? And you did take on Shamia's issue with Portia. And one thing for me is I'm never gonna take anybody else's beef on. Like I'm not gonna do that. Like that's not what I do. Like my friends are gonna, if they're gonna have their beef, then they're gonna have their beef. You feel what I'm saying? But I never want to get involved in it. You know what I mean? Which was what I was saying when I was on the scene ATL when it all came down to JT and DJ. You know what I mean? DJ is my friend, my longtime friend of 16 years. You're someone that I'm just now getting to know. I'm not trying to get involved in whatever shit that you got going on with him. So keep me out of it because I'm not here to pick no sides and shit. That's something y'all got to figure out, right? So I felt like Kelly, instead of trying to further draw a wedge between them, if you're going to involve yourself in their issues, involve yourself in trying to bring them together because they were friends since childhood. But like I said before, the issues with Portia and Shamia been going on, and it's just like, oh my God, like you know what I'm saying? Like they've been going through these issues, and the issues that Shamia had with Portia were definitely valid, but she wasn't doing nothing about it. She was being a punk. And it's not respectable to be a punk. You got to say what you got to say right then and there. And that was the problem with Shamia. But at the end of the day, Kelly really didn't have nothing to do with that shit at all. She involved herself in it. And Kelly wanted to deny that, but please. And then Portia said that there was an interview that offended her where Kelly said, well, she just needs to stop sleeping with other people's husbands and all that, right? So then Portia then says that Kelly slept with a married man herself. She said it stung her deeply when Kelly said something about her sleeping with a married man when she knows that Kelly did it. And she said it was during BET Awards weekend when she slept with the man, and that even after she was fucking the man said that she was talking about Portia and Dennis after he was dicking her down. And in my opinion, Kelly, you can't be that damn obsessed with a bitch. You feel what I'm saying? Like you fucking somebody else's man, but then after you fuck somebody else, man, you bring up another woman and her baby daddy. Why you bringing up Portia and Dennis after you got you some dick? Like if I'm fucking somebody, the last thing on my mind is gonna be another bitch and a man. And when I say another bitch, I'm talking about a nigga or a woman. When I say another bitch and a man, I'm talking about either gender. I'm not worried about no bitch and no in a man after I done got through getting fucked down. Like what I'm thinking about doing is, okay, is he gonna give me something to eat after this? Because I'm hungry. Can you give me some food? Can we get Checkers? Can we go to Nouveau? Can we do that? Because you just fucked the hell out of me and I just want to eat now. You know, that like I'm not thinking about nobody else's man. But being that Portia is a liar, being that Portia couldn't even pull no receipts, being that Portia has set on camera and lied on somebody and really made people believe that that shit was true. I slick don't believe not a damn word that's coming out of Portia's mouth. Portia wanted to bring up some shit about her fucking a married man to take the heat up off of her because she's been known to fuck a damn married man. You came in a woman's house, sat up in her pool, shook her husband's hand, and next thing you know, you was on her husband's dick, if it even worked. So, girl, please, like you bringing up shit and you ain't got no receipts. She asked you for the receipts. So what the fuck is this about? Like, where's the receipt, said Portia? And the thing is, people are going up for this bullshit that Portia did tonight. And I feel like the only reason why they're going up for the bullshit that Portia pulled tonight is because they don't like Kelly. I get that the way that she put this shit out there was kind of like a reality TV moment where she brought Kelly into the fold, saying that she really wanted to get to know Kelly, want to be her friend, and gave her the alley-oop by saying that she was fucking a married man. Yeah, that's cool, whatever, it's funny, but in the grand scheme of things, Portia is full of shit. Girl, bye. At the end of the day, I don't believe shit that you saying, and I don't believe none of that. You ain't brought no receipts. If you're going to make that type of accusation and you out here bringing the story to this show and you making the story sound like a real story, You got to have your receipts. Don't be putting no accusations out here on me and you ain't got no goddamn receipts of the situation. You feel what I'm saying? So I don't Venmo believe Portia than a man in the moon. I don't believe her. I don't believe her at all. I don't believe her. So y'all can sit up here and be going up. But see, that's the thing. Y'all go up for these liars. Y'all go up for these liars and y'all know they be lying and y'all be going up for this shit. Yes, it's entertaining. But Portia is a liar, bro. She's a liar. And I can't believe a motherfucking thing she say. If she go out here and tell me that the sky's blue today, I wouldn't believe it until I walked outside. She's a liar, y'all. And I get that y'all don't like Kelly, but that was some bullshit, y'all. I'm sorry. That's some bullshit. Kelly, but K. Michelle was the star of this scene for me because she was sitting here looking back and forth and trying to get the tea. She was like, I don't understand why we talking about this girl's hot pocket. I don't understand either. Just because you give your hot pocket away like it's in a Kroger freezer, it don't mean you got to sit up here and talk about somebody else's hot pocket. But in the same breath, people do be trying to pull a pussy facts out on Portia. They do. They always talking about how many niggas she fucked. They always talking about how many women she fucked. They do be trying to do a pussy facts on her all the time. They do. But Portia's not above reproach though. Portia don't do shit but make up shit. She puts out accusations about people and never come with receipts. Because she said that Candy was with a woman for 7 years, had a 7-year relationship with a woman, and she said she knew the girl. Who was the girl? We never got the information on that. And she kept on saying it was the truth. What? This is where I don't fuck with Portia because all she do is make up shit. You feel what I'm saying? That's all she do is make up shit, right? I don't fuck with that, y'all. I just don't fuck with that at all. I don't like that. You know what I mean? Like, I don't like that. Like, you know what I mean? Like, at all. You feel what I'm saying? But I guess she was doing what she needed to do for the sake of the show. Like, yes, it was entertaining as hell. You feel what I'm saying? It was very much so entertaining. But Portia is a liar and the truth ain't in her. I'm just saying. Let me see. What's going on here? So, after all of that, K. Michelle cheers and Portia and Kelly hugged it out. And my thing is how you gonna hug her after she just lied on you? You know what I mean? Like, what? You feel what I'm saying? What? How you gonna hug me after you just... When I tell y'all, these women are a different breed. They are fake as fuck. They are fake. Do you hear me? These are some fake ass women. Okay. I don't care about this. I can't do the fake shit. I can't. Like, they up here, cheers. Like, what the fuck? After this girl really just gave an alley-oop on your ass and made you look stupid, now you sitting up here hugging her and all this other stuff. It's giving you want to be Portia friend real bad. And it don't get that serious to me. It don't get that serious to me at all. Hold on, y'all. But what else is going on? So we going ahead because that was fake as hell to me. They are fake, y'all. They are fake. They're fake. Okay. But anyway, so we're gonna get into Pinky. Now, Pinky said that she has been what happened? So Pinky says that she been with her husband for 5 years. And they got 3 children. Well, they got 3 biological children. And then they got 5 kids in all because he had 2 kids before they got married. And she said that she grew up Jamaican and stuff like that. They grew up Jamaican and stuff like that. So, you know, that's what that is. So it's kind of like whatever. You feel what I'm saying? So they've been together all this time. She grew up Jamaican, and she talked about her journey with her journey and what is it? And what else? Her journey into the whole situation of doing slutty vegan. So it is what it is. So my thing is, I'm glad that we got to see that. Like she had gotten into $20 million in debt and stuff. And then it kind of brought in like struggles into the marriage itself and all of those different things. So it's like, yeah, like I definitely like Pinky's like story, and I want to know more about her because especially now that we hear all this shit that's going on in the blogs and all of that other stuff, all the shit that's going on in the blogs with her business and her finances and stuff like that. Like we're hearing all of this. So to me and stuff like that, and it's kind of like, you know, it's kind of what it is. You feel what I'm saying? Like I just think that we are getting to know the struggles with having a business because it's not easy to have a business and it's easy to fall into debt when you got a business. So that's pretty much suggested it. So shout out to Pinky for actually just showing everything and just being really honest about her feelings about what's going on. Hold on, you guys. Give me 1 second. Give me one damn second. Hold on, y'all. Okay, yeah, I'm sorry. I'm back. So let me take this off of here. So let's be clear here. Let me just okay. Should I say it right now or should I wait? I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait because I really need for people to stop with the victim stuff and stop acting like they don't know certain shit. You feel what I'm saying? But I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait to say anything. That's why I hate when people, yeah. Anyway, so K Michelle. So they look at the new house, and then we find out how she got married to Caston. Now, if you watched her Jason Lee interview, you do know that she was supposed to be marrying a whole nother man when she first came on this show. She was supposed to be marrying a whole nother man when she came on this show, basically, in so many words. So at the end of the day, she got with Caston and she practically made him marry her. And so many people was in the comments basically saying that she was forcing him to marry her. I would say this, and I love me some K, but ain't no way I'm finna make nobody marry me. If they don't want to marry me, bitch, then we just ain't, because if marriage is something that you want, right? Because that's clear. If marriage is something that you want, that's fine. That's fine. You feel what I'm saying? Like, at the end of the day. So it's like, for me, it's like, anytime, a lot, because there's a lot of women that want marriage, but Kay came into this situation basically saying that she didn't want to be married, right? And so at the end of the day, the reasoning of it is that she, you can't say you don't want to be married and then after 10 years he doesn't marry you and now you're offended. You don't want to be married. So why would he pop the question to you if you made that clear that you don't want to be married? You feel what I'm saying? So no, you got to make sure you know what it is that you're saying is what you want. You feel what I'm saying? And clearly that's not what she wanted. So when it all boils down to the whole situation, Kay, I can't agree with you on this. You look crazy. You look crazy as fuck, okay? Ain't no way I'm finna debo nobody to put a ring on my damn finger, because if they didn't do it after all this time, then no, they ain't gonna do it at all. They're never gonna do it. If that man don't marry you right now, he would never, ever, ever, ever marry you. And it is what it is. You feel what I'm saying? So that's just what the point of contention is for me with that situation. They got married at the courthouse, and she's saying now that she's saying that she wants a baby. I don't think you should. I think and she keeps saying this in interviews. She's saying that she wants another baby because it's kind of like to compensate for the times that she missed with her son. You feel what I'm saying? And I understand that. I do. But I just feel like, don't have a child just to right your wrongs with somebody else. Like right your wrongs with the child that you didn't have. You feel what I'm saying? So it is what it is. That's exactly what I feel. You feel what I'm saying? Like, I just feel like it's just that type of thing. So I'm just hoping and praying that with this situation with her and Caston, being that she pretty much got married and pushed him into doing it, I would absolutely hope that I would absolutely hope that they don't, I would absolutely hope that it doesn't blow up in her face, because sometimes when people do shit like this, it does kind of blow up in their face down the line. So I don't want that to blow up in her face. I promise y'all, I don't want that to blow up in her face. I don't want her to have no issues or nothing like that. I really don't. You feel what I mean? So that's what I got for Kay and Casting. But I'm gonna keep my eye on this whole situation now. So we get into Kelly, Shamia, and Angela. I don't know where they was at, but Kelly's ex did an interview with Tasha K. Absolutely did. Right around the time they was filming. And she called it a distasteful platform. So if y'all watch Unwind with Tasha K, then you know that the situation goes a little bit like this. You know what I mean? It goes a little bit like this, right? She gonna come for your ass because you called the platform distasteful. You know she gonna come for you, right? And that's just what it is. So it's like, nah. You feel what I'm saying? Like, absolutely not. So that's just the basis of the situation, right? So Kelly says that her finances are good and her grand opening is this weekend, and she had all this stuff going on with it. And so Shamia starts asking Angela how she felt about Drew talking to Phaedra behind her back. And Angela said that she was fine with it and stuff like that. So it is what it is. But my thing is, Angela's saying that she feels like Shamia is trying to cause cracks into her relationship with Drew. But in my opinion, though, Angela, you can't really be mad at Shamia for doing the same exact thing that you did last season when Shamia confided in you about some shit which she had no business doing. But she confided in you in some shit and you made sure to give that bone to Portia and got that shit started. So what she's doing is no different than what the fuck you did last season. And see, that's the thing that I'm talking about with Angela. I know y'all love Angela so much. I like her too, but she messy as fuck too. But don't nobody ever call it out because it's her. But yeah, she only did the same thing that you did too. She did the same exact thing that you did with her and Portia last season. You were, although Shamia has the most blame with this situation because she was the one running her mouth and stuff like that, and not necessarily, you know, being honest and being truthful about how she really felt about Portia. So ultimately, Shamia is to blame for the friendship falling apart. So I'm not putting that on Angela, but what you saying is you rolling your eyes at what Shamia doing, but you did the same exact thing with her and Portia just last season. So you ain't no different. She ain't no different than you. But again, everybody's going to, messy is messy. Y'all can say good messy. Y'all can say bad messy. Y'all can take whatever word y'all want to take and deflect and make y'all faves look good and all this other stuff. That's fine. But I'm going to call it for what I see it. And what I see is Angela, it ain't doing nothing any different. No, where Shamia in this particular scene didn't do anything any more different than what Angela did last season. It's the same thing. It's the same thing. But because Angela is likable and y'all don't like Shamia, y'all okay with that. And that's okay. That's fine. That's fine. That's fine, you little hypocrites. That's fine. Let me see what else is going on. Kelly then says that Portia accused her of sleeping with a married man, and she was calling her Portia and all that other shit. And then I felt like this, Kelly, you're a punk. You're a punk. You're a punk. You're a punk. Okay? You're a punk. And at the end of the day, if you felt like Portia was Horsea and all of this other shit, then why you just didn't say it to her face? Why you just didn't say that shit to her face? Like, why are you talking shit behind her back now? You feel what I'm saying? Like why are you talking shit behind her back? You feel what I'm saying? So if you really felt like that about Portia, why you didn't say that then? But what your ass did was hug her, and it was all smiles, and oh my God, we're gonna be friends. But behind her back, now you don't. Girl, bye, Kelly. Girl, stand on your shit. Just lame. Anyway, moving on. We go to Drew's premiere, her movie premiere. She said that the divorce is taking all her motherfucking money. And to be quite honest, I mean, hey, it is what it is. I think the divorce is taking up all her money. That's what she's saying. So she got to get it how she live by doing these movies and everything like that. So Angela then apologizes to Phaedra for what happened on the finale and all those different things last season and all that, right? So, oh my God. So that's just how it is. You feel what I'm saying? So it's like, that's my thing. You feel what I'm saying? Like, that's my whole situation. Like, I feel as though Angela apologized to Phaedra for all of that, but it's making me wonder, was that shit a storyline that they set up to come with all of us with the bullshit or whatever? I don't know. But it is what it is. Portia introduces them to Sway, that's her lady friend and stuff like that and whatever. So Angela then tells Portia about what Kelly said about her behind her back. Messy as fuck. But again, ain't nobody gonna say nothing about Angela being messy because it's okay. But if anybody else did what Angela did, everybody will be somewhere trying to call them messy as fuck. It's entertaining. Trust and believe me. I ain't mad about her doing her job, but it's just the double standards with the Housewives fans that really irk me. Look at her over here being messy. But anyway, she tells Portia everything that Kelly said. And Kelly is feeling some type of way about what Portia's feeling some type of way about what Kelly said because she didn't have that same energy in her face. And the truth of the matter is she did not have that same energy in Portia's face. And that's why she's a punk. Because she did not have the same energy in Portia's face. And that's just the truth of the matter. So she says that she ain't going to Kelly's event. And that's just it. So they watched the movie. And that's it. We're moving on. So we get into Kelly. She prepares for her grand opening. She passed the health inspection. She talked about being in debt and all that other good stuff. And she says that she wants to make sure that her family is good. See, the problem with it is this right here. Y'all be making all this money and then y'all want to sit up here and take care of your whole family. And my thing is this, you shouldn't even be trying to take care of your whole damn family. You know, that's how motherfuckers get broke. And that's why I don't understand why everybody was going so hard and giving Glorilla the blues and shit, because it was kind of like this. You feel what I'm saying? Like, you are going through shit. I mean, now you're going through shit, but you're going through your own financial debt. So why the fuck are you sitting up here trying to take care of other folks right now? You shouldn't be at this point. You feel what I'm saying? So absolutely not. You feel what I'm saying? No. So no, you can do what you can, but you don't need to really do what it is. You know what I mean? You don't really need to do all that. You feel what I'm saying? So moving on, Kelly opens up, has her grand opening. The girls arrive. Everybody's there except for Kay because she had to perform. Drew and Shamia hug, but then Drew snitches on Shamia to Shamia's parents about what Shamia was doing, and it was so damn fun. And not you telling her mama on her. She says that she doesn't have any beef with Shamia. She don't. It was never really no real beef to be had in the first place. Like, Shamia only hopped on the bandwagon of going in on Drew because Portia had a problem with Drew. That's the only reason why she even had an issue with Drew in the first place, because it really wasn't a real issue anyway. So then Mama Morton said that she was gonna paddle Shamia and Drew if they sit up here and continue on with the nonsense. So then Phaedra came over and called Angela her friend, and she said, everybody's looking like friend. And then Shamia was like, y'all friends now or whatever. And she was like, yeah. And then she was like, well, you know, everybody accused. I just want to make sure that everybody's not sweeping anything under the rug. Like everybody said that I was sweeping things under the rug when I was dealing with my situation with Portia. And so Angela said that Phaedra said, no, I don't really think that it's a case of me sweeping things under the rug. We were just grown women. We had a grown woman conversation. And that's the truth. They had a grown woman conversation and they moved on. Now, I don't think that that's sweeping anything under the rug. They had a conversation and they moved on. Shamia, you just trying to get your get back right now for everything that happened last season. Now, I was on your side a little bit with the Angela and Drew stuff. On your side. But right here, you really can't get mad at these girls for, you know, making up and moving on. You know, you can't really be mad at that. So Pinky apologizes to Kelly for leaving her on red on Instagram, and they decided that they're going to move past that. So then Portia sends flowers. Then they call Portia. Portia says that she sent her flowers. She wants to congratulate her on everything that she got going on with the business. And she said that those flowers are broken, not the flowers being broken. So Portia says broken flowers from a broken person. Oh, baby, that was funny as hell to me. So after that, Shamia and Drew argue. After, you know, Shamia said, congratulations on your movie, although I wasn't invited to the event and stuff like that. And so Shamia and Drew kind of have a tit at this moment. And it's kind of like they were basically saying that they were basically saying that I apologize to you, and it was genuine. It was authentic. I would never do anything that's inauthentic. That was a real apology. Shamia, girl, that damn soliloquy you gave us on that YouTube video was not genuine. All that acting and the sad soap opera music, and I just want to say I'm sorry. And that look to the side, girl, it was nothing genuine about that. It was genuinely dramatic as hell is what it was. But girl, no. Girl, no. It was nothing genuine about that. And the fact of the matter is, you and Drew did not have no beef to begin with, Shamia. So if I was Drew, I personally would not be too quick to accept your fucking apology either, because you came at me all season for no reason, might I add. And not only did you come at me for no reason, but you also set your ass up there and tried me multiple times when there was no need for me to try out, for you to be trying me multiple times. So the argument was dumb, good for TV, but dumb. And Mama Morton came over there to calm them down, but I just felt like mama wouldn't need it. Let me fight our own battles and all this other shit. And so, they hugged it out and all that good stuff. But like I said, my thing is this: I would not be sitting up here like, because Shamia did a lot when it came to Drew. All because Portia was beefing with Drew. And that's what happens when you try to take on another motherfucker's beef. Like, you should have just let them stay right on out of there. And Mama Mia coming over there with this Baptist church ass hymn. Girl, Mama, stop. Just stop, please. It's not needed in this moment. But anyway, however, whatever, we're gonna get into K Michelle. She performed on CMT. And then after that, she came back and she had this malfunction with her butt. It was an open infection and she got to stay in the hospital. And she pretty much cries about what she did to herself. And to be honest, I feel for her. Anybody that feels like going into like feeling like you got to have surgery for something that you already have is very much so a thing where I'm like, I really feel bad for her, because you don't want to hear stuff about people having health issues and all of that other stuff. You feel what I'm saying? So it's just like, for me, I feel bad for her in that moment. Like, I really do. She could have took herself out of here trying to give herself more ass. She almost took a life from her, like, basically. And so it was kind of like, yeah, you feel what I'm saying? Like, I totally understood where she was coming from. I get it. And I know that people probably was tired of her talking about that too, but I think she should talk about that a lot more, because there are girls out there that steady getting that shit put in their ass and don't even know that they may die from this shit later on down the line. They gonna get sick, all that other stuff. You feel what I'm saying? So keep talking about it. Keep on bringing awareness to illegal butt shots and all that other shit. You know what I mean? So to me, it is what it is. Like, I just feel bad when people feel like they have to resort to having surgery and stuff just to make yourself look a certain type of way for the masses. And yeah, I don't like that. You feel what I'm saying? But however, that was it. That's all that we had for the episode. I really ain't mad at this episode. I'm not really mad at this season so far. Episode 2 was pretty good to me. I enjoyed it. It was good. It was a lot of great TV moments in this episode. I really appreciate it. I really appreciate all of that, right? Now, let me just say this real fast. This is what I'm going to say, and I'm going to go on about my business. Whenever I have an issue with something or somebody, it's always real. Whenever something happens, whatever I do it for a reason. I don't do anything for no reason. I don't move a certain way for no reason. The way I move with a person is based on how a person moves with me. So if people don't realize what they do or how they do things, then they need to check themselves. I am completely annoyed with people constantly having my name in their mouth, and they want to act like they don't know what the fuck they've done, or even if it's small. You feel what I'm saying? They want to act like they don't know shit. And it's annoying. And I don't even know why I'm even being talked about anyway, still. And I know, Feisty, I know that you're confused, but while I was on this live, of course, somebody told me something, and I just felt like saying it while it was on my mind. I'm just over people in their shit. And no, I don't need to be praised. I don't like being praised. Everybody knows I don't even know how to accept my flowers, to be honest. I don't need to be praised. I don't need any of that. I don't live this life to be praised by no damn body. Okay. I don't know why people speak on me and they don't know nothing about me. So that's all I'm going to say. And I'm going to move the fuck on. Okay. So With that being said, I'm done. I'm out of here. I will talk to you guys on the next video. And make sure you guys go over to T's channel right now because he's about to go live for the Real Housewives of Atlanta right now if he hasn't already. He was finna go live a minute ago. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.
That 20, yeah, you always been a sneaky bitch, hating from the sidelines, trying to get picked, yeah. You don't found one, yeah, you don't found one. You don't found one, found you a real one. On my assets lately, you catching face shots, fire catching babies. Heavy on the highs, better get you some gravy. Cut that lady check, why you out here being lazy? I got bored with that season, I'm talking shit when I'm spitting. Fact, the bitch, I'm the reason. When it got you hoes heated. Snow got them hoes sneezing, got the meals you not eating. Where had them hoes leaking, God trust when I'm speaking. It's giving.
These bands gon' make it hot. Real niggas gonna come up. Don't let the game gon' change us. Real niggas in my circle, ho. Don't ever, ever, ever play us. This the real hustle. We make the money, don't make it make us. They ain't bout shit. Talking out they neck. Bitch, we bring the heat every time we step. You fucking with a beast. Fucking with the best. Get money on the east. Plug on the west. Bitch, I'm from the north, but we run it south. Bitch, we outside. What you talking about? Who the fuck is me? No, who the fuck is you? Get these niggas.